Welcome back! I'm Annie Skizelbash. Welcome to my channel, and I spent a whole bunch of days writing some notes for you on this one. This episode I want to share with you one goal that will change your life. See, we all want to be confident so we can take more chances or take the next step in our life and our career. So today I'm going to share with you a simple, sure and speedy way to become a more confident you. It's helped me for the past 20 years transform my life. The story begins a couple of weeks ago. Right, I'm about to do something that scares me a lot. Now, the thing is, when I first told my wife I would do this a few weeks ago, I was like, easy, no problem. But now that I have to do it, I'm scared. My wife's an artist. You know that, right? Do you remember in a previous episode I asked her, what are you doing?
Making Christmas cards.
Well, it's very unique to this area because it's got this pond that everyone loves, and you can see the skyline, the city skyline in the background. You can see it visibly. So people will see it and they'll recognize it. So what I agreed to do a few weeks ago was knocking on doors to sell it. Obviously, safely social distanced. Never done door-to-door selling before, but because I've done cold calling for 20 plus years, I thought, easy. Now that I actually have to do it, I'm actually really scared. I was supposed to do it last weekend, but I procrastinated. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I'm going out the door now. Getting rejected on the phone, at least they can't see you, but getting rejected in person? Let's go. Here we go. First house. I'm really quite nervous about this. Wish me luck. I was nervous when I went to ring the doorbell, but once we got chatting, it was actually rather pleasant. Yeah. Alright, on to the next one. First sale! Woohoo! Okay, next one. Okay, we just sold our first pack of 6, and then the other one wanted to buy, but she was just in her pajamas and it was awkward, so I just left her alone. Onwards and upwards. Well, that was a success. Sold almost 100 cards. Get out of your comfort zone once a month by doing something that scares you just a little. Now wait, before you go, I know you got it, you got the takeaway, but before you go, let me explain why this works. Some of you will know I started strength training about 4 months ago to build my muscles. Being of South Asian descent, I got skinny arms. Now to grow muscle, every week I had to increase the reps or the weights. Otherwise, the muscle doesn't grow. When I first started lifting the 12 kilogram kettlebell, I could only do 3 reps. But then next week I increased it to 5. A few weeks after that, 7, then 9. After 6 weeks, I could do 12 reps in a row. Each week, I had to push beyond my comfort zone in order to grow the muscle. Exactly the same principle applies to growing your confidence. Treat confidence like a muscle, that the more you flex, the more reps, the bigger it becomes. So to grow, you need to regularly dance with discomfort. With the strength training, I didn't start straight away with trying 12 or 13 reps. That would have been setting up myself for failure. Before the 12K, I was using a 6 kilogram kettlebell, and I worked myself up to 12. Now, beyond using it for the strength training, I've used this principle of dancing with discomfort in all areas of my life. Now, the discomfort is the bit that scares you a little. The monkey mind, or the squatter in your head, gets a little bit spooked and tries to stop you from growing.
Are you you dissing me? Best not be dissing me.
No, you're good. Go back to sleep.
I'm watching you. Boring.
I used to be incredibly timid and I lacked any confidence in myself. But I discovered the surest and fastest way to building confidence was through courage. And courage is about facing your fears. Here are some examples of some areas in my life where I danced with discomfort that resulted in massive change. Maybe one of them might inspire you in some way. Running away from home when I was 25.
You'll fall flat on your face, go crawling back home, where your legs will get chopped off.
Moving country.
You'll be stranded and sold into prostitution rings.
Starting my first relationship. Almost 13 years later, it's going pretty well. Stand-up comedy.
Not funny.
Doing a TEDx talk.
You will forget everything and make a complete tit of yourself.
Being the host of a panel discussion.
You're going to say something stupid.
Being one of the panelists on a panel discussion.
You're going to say something stupid.
Becoming a motivational speaker.
Instead of being more energized, they will fall asleep.
Running 10K.
You'll get raped.
Writing my first book.
It's full of shit.
Skiing.
You will break all the bones in your body, including that teeny tiny one in your inner ear.
By this time next year, I would love for you to become a more bolder and more surer version of yourself. Wouldn't that be awesome? If you're up for it and you would like that too, here is my challenge for you. In this coming year, once a month, I invite you to do one thing that scares you a little. Make it a goal to do once a month. Before you say, whatever, here are 7 reasons why you should give it a go. Whatever it is that scares you is never as bad as you think it is. Kind of like me with needles. I know we'll have to be vaccinated soon. The thought of them is... But as long as I'm distracted, I'm fine afterwards.
God, it reminds me of getting injections soon.
If you mess up, no one cares. No one's paying as much attention to you as you think. They're too busy thinking about themselves. There is no faster or more certain way to grow. And on the other side of it, you'll feel amazing and invincible. You might discover something you love. Just like me with public speaking. More on that in an upcoming episode. Subscribe. I'm going to share with you how this humiliating experience, faced the fear and turned out to change my life. Overcoming each step makes it easier to deal with the next step and any other challenge that comes your way. Makes you more resilient. You will see opportunities that were previously obscured because you were snuggling in your comfort zone. It could change your life. And now you might be wondering, okay, those are 7 pretty reasonable reasons to give it a go, but why should it matter? Well, here are 4 reasons why it matters. Confidence is contagious. When you gain confidence in one area of your life, it spreads to other areas of your life. For example, when Jen and I went hiking into these mini mountains in Wales and we walked down this steep ravine, which I was crying because I was so scared. Jen coaxed me down and I walked down this. After walking down, I gained this incredible confidence. When we went back to London, I had the courage and the confidence to make this decision to basically say turn away an investor. It's the second business that I'd started. Jen and I, we worked on it together. I managed to pitch it to an investor. The investor was interested in funding us for a couple of years. And overcoming that terrifying fear I finally had the courage to follow my passion, which meant saying no to that business. That would have been easy to take that money and to carry on working on that business for the next 2 years. That would not have been following what I wanted to do in my heart, which was becoming a motivational speaker. Exercising and flexing your courage muscles will help you gain confidence in other areas of your life. Confidence to have that difficult conversation with your spouse, with your kids, or with your parents.
Daddy, Mummy, I don't want to be a doctor. I want to become an influencer.
Okay, maybe you need to build yourself up a bit more for that last one. If you don't try, you will never know what you are capable of. You learn a lot about yourself when you overcome challenges, and that contributes to a more meaningful life. Staying in your comfort zone keeps you from growing. And to grow, you need to experience more of what you're not. By not doing it, you train yourself to stay small. The more you say no, the more you say no, and the more you shrink. So, your turn. While setting your 2021 goals, I encourage you to add this goal to the list. Once a month, dance with discomfort. Now, just to be clear, I'm not suggesting you go door-to-door selling in 2021. Once we're all vaccinated and this COVID thing is behind us, you'll have far more important priorities than door-to-door knocking, like socializing or hugging everyone or licking every public handrail. So be measured about the discomfort and the risk and the fear that you face. Otherwise, you are setting yourself up for failure and confining yourself to a lifetime of sitting on the sofa and flicking through the flicks.
What's the flicks?
Flicks. Netflix. Isn't that what kids are calling it these days?
It's not 1958.
As I was saying, be measured about the discomfort you choose to dance with. For example, if you're terrified of public speaking, don't go speaking in front of 500 or 5,000 people. Start with 5, then 10, then 20, and so on. See, there's a fine line between boredom and vomit-inducing stress. It's that delicious line in between where it challenges you enough to grow. So, who's in? Are you? If you're in, say yes, I'm in the comments and tell me your first fear that you will tackle. And also encourage the others who comment too, because sharing is scaring. So encourage them and help them know that they're not alone on this journey. Confidence follows courage as certainly as thunder follows lightning. So next time that monkey mind jumps up in that flash of fear, get ready and keep going, because the thunder of confidence is right behind you. Thanks for watching this episode. I'm Annie's Kizzlebash. If you like it, please share it with someone who might find value in this. Remember to subscribe. We've got lots of fab episodes coming up for you. We've got more on goal setting, more on building resilience. And if there's anything you want me to cover, comment below. I would love to know to help you. Thank you and bye-bye.